Now we're going to look at a video that shows some different strategies for solving double-digit addition problems. The most important thing to do as a way to check your math or as a way to get started is to be able to make a math-proof picture. So we're going to take two-digit numbers. We're going to look at these numbers and try and figure out if we are able to make a new 10 or make a new 100. We're going to draw a picture to show these numbers, and then we're going to use a strategy to solve them. We're really going to focus on lining up our pictures and our place value. When we are drawing pictures and doing a strategy for double digits, we are putting a lot on our paper. It is so important to be able to put it down in an organized way, especially when you're dealing with tens and ones. And when you get a little further into math, you're going to be doing it with hundreds, tens, and ones. If you don't line your place value up in your pictures and with your numerals, it can get really confusing, and you could be doing the right process but then get the wrong answer because you're adding, a tens with a ones instead of lining it up straight in your picture and on your paper. So we're going to focus on that today. Let's look at these two double-digit numbers and start our process with the picture and with our strategies. We're going to add 39 plus 84. You'll notice that when I wrote these numbers, they are lined up exactly. If I take something straight and lay it in the ones column, you can see that my digits in the ones column line up exactly together. Ones. If I take something straight and put it on my tens column, my tens are stacked. Even though these are two different numbers, they both have tens and they both have ones. When I write two numbers that I want to put together and I'm getting ready to make my proof picture, I have to make sure that I line up my tens and my ones. I'm now going to draw a picture of these numbers to represent these numbers, and still I'm going to stack and line up my tens and my ones. So I'm going to start with this. Sometimes I'll even draw a line here and a line here. That'll help me see, here's where my number goes, here's where my picture goes. Here's where my number goes, here's where my picture goes. Okay? I want to start with my tens. If I start at the top number on the left, the most powerful place value position, 3 tens. 1, 2, 3. 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Now I'm going to come down to the second number. 8 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you notice that I did not put these tens up here? I moved them down so that I would have room to put my 4 ones lined up with the ones that are up here. That's going to help me make a 10 more easily, if I have enough ones to make a 10. And that's our next question. Let's look and ask ourselves, do we have enough ones to make a new 10? Looks like we might. We know we need 10 ones to make a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turned it into a 10. Now, because they were lined up, it made it really easy for me to count and make sure I captured all those ones in my new 10 stick. Now, my next question is to look at my tens and see if I have enough tens to make a new 100. I know that I need 10 tens to make 100. And I'm going to make sure I label that 100 so it'd be easy to count a total value of my proof picture. Counting the tens, I can even put marks on them. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I do have enough to make 100. I'm going to go ahead and draw a line, a group, to show those 10 tens making 100. Now I really had to make sure that I only put in that group the ones that show 10. Okay? I also tried to make sure I kept the ones that are close together. I didn't grab these and then come down and grab these and then grab a couple of these. It makes sense to group the ones that are close together to make that 10. It makes it easier to see your group. So let's label that group. I know that 10 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, is equal to 100. Okay? I have 2 tens that are outside of the group, and I have 3 ones that are outside of the group. I'm ready to count my total from my picture. Counting all together, starting in with the most powerful place value, I have 100, 2 tens, 10, 20. 2 tens is written like this, 20, and 3 ones, 1, 2, 3. Very important and easy to solve a problem this way. Not easy if I don't line my picture up and my digits up. Not easy if I'm not very careful about the way I group my tens together. Not easy if I'm not very careful about stacking my ones together when I draw my picture so I can show my new 10 easily. The way for this to be easy as a method of solving these problems is very dependent upon being organized and structured in the way that you set it up so that you don't get confused. Also being very neat about making there a big difference between what a 10 looks like and what a 1 looks like. 1s are dots, 10s are lines. If we get sloppy with our 1s and they start looking like this, it's very confusing to our eyes to tell if they're a 1 or a 10. They need to be a dot so that we can tell the difference when we're ready to count them up. Okay? This could be the way you solve this problem. This could be all you do to solve it. Or you could go on to another strategy. For right now, I want you to focus on making the proof picture only and making it neat, organized, stacking your 10s and your 1s, and so that you can easily see and count on.